I wanted to focus today on an aspect of the dance, the ancient way of moving, the ancient feminine way of expressing herself, known as belly dance, how it shows us the perception that whatever is of feminine nature is silly, whatever is emotional or spontaneous or not so much in the mind, not so intellectual, whatever is a form of free expression beyond words, colorful expression of the body, body language, body wisdom, that's considered not serious enough, not meaningful enough, not purposeful enough, silly, foolish perhaps, frivolous. Okay? Why is that? Why is that? This is an expression of true freedom, of free-flowing life. When you become a vessel of life, trusting life, surrendering to life, co-creating in one living moment of life, when you are honoring yourself as a vessel for this energy, for Shakti energy, when you are expressive and open emotionally, okay, living expression of emotions, energy and motion of the divine virtues, without the calculation, without the ego ambition, without the intellectualization of everything, when you just flow with that wisdom that is within you naturally in the present moment, when you're connected to that center of yours, and when you're full of this energy, you feel abundant, you feel overflowing. Therefore, sharing and expressing it out into the world comes very naturally. When you respond with a little bit of sense of humor, when you are not fragmented and you can feel sadness and joy at the same time, when your heart is open, when you're being sensible, when you're using your senses, allowing this energy to flow through your body, for some reason, that is considered not serious enough. Why? Well, because it's a masculine world. Because it's all about the mind. So a woman, up until this point, because it is all changing, if she was in her true feminine expression, with everything that she is, because femininity was taught as something performative, okay, false femininity, when you're only being sweet and beautiful, without, they cut femininity off of the dark side, the dark meaning that you stand up for yourself, that you use your voice, that you don't give a shit whether you are liked by others, okay? That you have the mother consciousness and you defend the innocent and you stand up for your children, When you're being tough, that's considered not feminine, or it was demonized, actually. So women had to they had to reject that natural expression because they were not taken seriously. And this dance form really shows that. This dance form is still not considered, just not taken as seriously as other dance forms, that masculine principle is applied to them way more because of the competition, because of the you know, there's not as much circular movement, the feminine and the improvisation and the feeling. It's very connected to the feelings and all that. You know, it's always the structure and intellectualization. Or in ballet, you know, you try this perfection of reaching up towards the sky, this impulse, instead of working with the gravity, with earth and being earthy, you know, and with your womb space. This dance is driven from the womb space. This was considered, this wisdom that comes with it, and the freedom that comes with it, of you're not giving a shit about any of the external, you're being your own person and enjoying yourself, you're this living Shakti flowing through your body, you know, always being responsive accordingly, how you feel through your intuition, with your emotions, you know, how you respond to whatever is coming from the spirit, from our oneness, from our unconscious, collective unconscious, and all of that, beyond the spoken language. Okay, this was considered silly and frivolous. You know, you were just a silly little woman shaking her little ass, you know. Nobody would listen to a spiritual teacher, belly dancer, right? Think about that.